Yeah.
He's taking the time.
She'll be a while yet. Oh, Vinegar Tits will have to put her gumboots on before she'd ever come down here.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
Funny, isn't it? Being me, we weren't going to come down here. I thought about it, and then I thought, well, what's the point? Here I am. Is that you, B?
Yeah.
Oh, what happened?
I found the manhole cover. And I couldn't move the bastard.
What do you mean?
I mean, it's stuck. And we're stuck down here.
And what are we going to do?
I don't know.
Well, we'll have to think of something fast.
I looked at some of the other tunnels. They didn't seem to lead anywhere, though. I was worried about going too far in case I couldn't get back here.
Yeah, well, we've got to do something. We can't just sit here.
Yeah, don't worry. Someone will work out something's happened to us, and we'll just have to sit and wait.
How are they going to work out that we're stuck down here?
Yeah, the others won't blag. They'll think we got out. And Judy and Mouse, well, they'll think we've gone back up. And no one's going to know we're down here.
Come on, calm down. No, it's not as bad as you think. When I came down here, I told Anne to tell Margot to let us out when we came back. As far as I can work out, the top's got stuck somehow. But don't worry, Margot will figure out that something's happened to us and she'll tell the screws.
You told Anne?
Yeah.
Oh, B. I wouldn't have trusted her. She's as mad as a bloody meat axe.
Oh, come on. She's not as mad as all that. She'll tell Margot. Just a matter of time.
I told you, didn't I? Now look, this is it, huh? Let's have a look at you. You look shocking, love. Right, okay, make that smooth. How do I look, huh?
You wouldn't make the front cover of Vogue. There's dirt in your hair. I'll get it out. Shoulders.
All right, miss. Thank you very much. That's a big chance, huh? Mouse out of a drain pipe, right? Come on, just take good call.
Right.
No talking and get straight to your cells.
I have a full roll call in the morning, but at the moment it looks like Nagel, Smith and Birdsworth have gone over the wire. Why aren't these women in cells?
They're on their way now. Burns? Burns, where are you going? Oh, it's Hunt.
Where's Burns?
I don't know. Costumes off, everyone. In front of him?
All right, into your cells.
Kent, you can add Trapp and Burns to that list. That makes 5. And Bryant.
6 have gone. This place is a disaster. I want the cell and every escaped prisoner search for anything to give a clue to their intentions. The police will be here by now. We better get back.
Go on.
Quiet, you lot. You're in enough trouble as it is.
Now, you take those ridiculous costumes off. And that includes you, Geltling. Aren't I charming enough for you, Vera? That's enough. Get in there.
You search Smith's cell. I'll go through Bryant's.
Right.
I see. Good. Thank you.
Well?
Detective Inspector Bridges is in charge.
Good. He knows how to deal with prisoners on the run.
Tracker dogs have been dispatched, and teams of police are already combing the area.
What really irks me is that this prison is so incompetent that 6 fairly ordinary women can simply climb over the wire and disappear without any of your officers lifting a finger.
Are you suggesting the officers let them go? I consider my officers do an extremely good job.
Today's episode hardly confirms that. Anything?
There's nothing in Smith's cell. Mr. Fletcher's searching the others.
Miss Bennett, how do you explain this escape?
I can't, but someone must have seen them.
You didn't notice any of them missing during the charade?
Well, I was aware that Smith and Birdsworth didn't appear to be involved in the business afterwards. I went looking for them.
You didn't alert anyone?
I wasn't sure.
But you couldn't see them?
No, but one of the prisoners had told...
Prisoners don't run this prison.
No, sir.
Why wasn't the alarm sounded at once? What the hell do you officers think your job involves? Babysitting? Precious minutes were lost because you, Miss Bennett, weren't sure. Perhaps the difference between an unsuccessful attempt and a successful breakout. Just how much do you value your job, Miss Bennett? I want every officer on duty questioned as to why nobody saw the escape. The security arrangements for this event were well laid. I consider the level of surveillance was strong. What I didn't bargain on was the incompetence of your staff. It's a miracle every prisoner in the place hasn't walked out the front gate years ago.
I found this in Bryant's cell.
We acknowledge that we have to serve our time, and while the prison was no paradise before, we managed. Since, however, Gestapo methods have been introduced by Gillespie, we can stand it no longer. This one's on you, Mr. G. Oh, rubbish.
May I see that?
That doesn't get us very far. What I wanted was evidence of their intentions.
I didn't see anything else.
It would seem this escape was a premeditated act against what they considered to be impossible repression.
The security measures I introduced were vital to patch up the holes in the existing system. I don't have to defend them. They speak for themselves.
6 women over the wire.
Because they were allowed to cavort before a lot of kids dressed in non-prison clothes. Something I was against from the very beginning.
Oh, that's the point, though, isn't it? I mean, they'd still be in pantomime costume. They should be easy to spot. 2 ugly sisters, a Cinderella and a fairy godmother on the run.
I'm surprised you find it so amusing, Fletcher. But they won't get far. And when they do return, this prison's going to be the tightest-run penal institution in the state. I was sent here to do a job, and by hell, I'm going to do it.
Somebody in that truck. Cops? No, it's a kid going through that glove box. Right. What do you think you're doing?
I didn't know it was yours, did I?
And what difference does that make? Let's just see what you've got here. Oh, it's a nice little hole for pocket money, isn't it?
Well, you shouldn't leave it lying about, should you? You might lose it.
Funny boy.
Well, what'll we do with him?
We take him to the police. What do you think?
Police? But they'll be
I think they'd be very interested in what we have here, don't you?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Hey, look, lady, I'm sorry I pinched your stuff, all right, but if I'd known you as a wrestler, I wouldn't have touched it.
Are you thinking of turning me in for assault?
Oh, come on, Jude, let's go.
All right. No cops this time.
Thanks, lady. See ya.
Where do you think you're going? Now, you go in the back and get some rope or something like that and get the keys while you're there.
Okay.
Hey, how'd you like to come for a Sunday drive, eh? Oh, brother. Now, let's see what we got here, honey. Sandra Bates, how's that grab you?
It's better than Heather Trapp if the cops don't catch me.
Well, that's who you're going to be from now on, Sandra Bates.
Who are you going to be?
Audrey Turner. I think it suits me, don't you? Little Audrey.
Hardly.
Yeah, well, we won't need these two. Come on, love. Let's go.
Right, well, we'll have detailed descriptions out based on these. I doubt if we'll have too much trouble.
I'm afraid you must bear in mind that 4 have previous experience of escape.
I'm surprised you didn't bear that in mind. Still, we'll be onto them. Oh, one thing that puzzles me, though, there are no tracks that the dogs can pick up in the area where you say the ladder was.
No scent at all?
Well, nothing, no. If there were tire marks or something, I could assume that they'd been picked up, but there's nothing. Is there any other way they could have gone?
It's pretty impossible, I'd say. The security's been fairly thorough. Armed perimeter guards, roof guards, officers in the grounds and so on. No. I'd say it has to be over the wire.
Well, is there any internal information available?
Mrs. Davidson doesn't believe the prisoners will talk, but I believe, given a little incentive, we could well get something.
We have found in the past the prisoners are unlikely to inform on escapees.
Perhaps you haven't tried hard enough. I assume we'll be taking remission off all the prisoners involved in the pantomime. Quite a chunk of it would be my recommendation. Then we offer a private deal for any information. That should do the trick. I've found in my long experience in prisons that when freedom comes a little closer, they jump for it.
Sounds good to me.
I can't agree. You won't get information that way. They stick together.
We'll see, won't we?